Pila Castochla. Nuga Kamanawazi Gaitlach Yelis, Gaitlach Numris. Lachlan Lach Yelis Huatnalach. Yahwatlan Glitwin Glitlulit, Mark Glut Patrick Huatnalach. So today we're going to go over, anyway, first of all, I want to apologize for not having videos up in the last couple weeks. I've actually been pretty busy. So I was in Hara for 6 days, went home for 1 day, like literally overnight, and then the next morning at 9 o'clock I had to leave to Guilford Island, or 8 o'clock left for Guilford Island, and then came home again one day, and then took off to Hara again for another 6 days. So yeah, I've been on, I was gonna say on the road, not even on the road, I was on the boat for the last 3 weeks, but I really think I needed that because I feel like something was happening with my spirit. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of just a lot of stuff happening for myself. I think a lot of stress because soon we will be having, our family will be hosting a memorial potlatch for my brother and my 3 aunties, Terry, Eva, and Lily. So it brings up a lot of emotion and a lot of tender hurts in our family. So I think that's where my heart's been and my mind's been. But today I just woke up and I want to go over and help my nephews because they really, really want to dance. But I'd like to go over a couple, okay, hold on, I'll just bring it out. So pulling up this book again. So it's a Leap Ala Kwak Wala book 1 that my granny Daisy Seaweed Smith wrote. And I did take this book in 1992 and 93 when I was in school. And to be honest, I was a really, really bad student. In school period, I just could not get English. I fooled around all the time in class. I regulated my own self with, well, self-regulation with drawing. So I drew in class, and I swear, like I used, we had these little Walkmans, and I would use that in class. And but in a weird way, I must have been learning because we know that some people have to regulate themselves, and I think that, you know, if a student's in class, that's good enough for me. If they're in class, then I know they're picking it up in some way. It might not seem like they're paying attention, but some people might come from trauma. Some people might come from not a very good life, and they're trying to calm their own bodies down by keeping themselves busy. But they are really listening, and I'm a really good example of that. So be patient. Back to what I was going to talk about. So I'd like to go over the question wigilas. So the we part of that is what, the gila is doing, and the as part is you. So what are you doing? And so we want to, the question is actually asked in present tense form, and to answer back with present tense because you're asking the person as they're in the middle of the action. Okay, so like sometimes it's really obvious, but you know, you just say wikilas, you know, just asking a question for conversation. And if they're sitting there and they're obviously writing, they'll say atin. So atin, they're doing it right now. Atin, I am writing. Atin, okay. If they are like on the phone or they're making a phone call, so wikilas, umsin. If they are in the store and they're buying something, oh wikilas, kilchwin klacha, his map or his me. Okay, so that's how you can answer. So they're actually in the middle of doing that word. Let's go on. So here's an example. So if you want to, we'll just stick with the first person. First person present tense, okay? So now, and tomorrow I'll do the other one. So we can say, so wikilas, dangelin, dangelin, dangelin. I am singing. Wikilas, wikilas. Amshin, amshin, amshin. I'm actually in the middle of doing this, so I'm playing, okay? Amshin. Wikilas, hapmapin, hapmapin, hapmapin. Wikilas, humoshin, humoshin, humoshin. I'm looking. Or I'm watching. Wixas. I don't even know why you'd even say that, but michen. I'm sleeping. Michen. So you'd say michen if someone said, you know, some people ask these obvious answers, right? Like they'll tap you on the shoulder. Wikilas. Michen. I'm sleeping. Yeah, so those are just some words that we can go over. So that's first person present tense. Those are ways that you can answer. Someone says wikilas. What's another one just for the road because I have to go? Wikilas. Yehun. Yehun. I'm dancing. Yehun. Okay? So remember to have fun while you're learning. I actually do sometimes. It's just sometimes you forget what you're saying. I mean, even in English, I forget what I'm saying sometimes. So it's good to go over the words and practice. And just practice with your tongue on our sounds and how to make those clicks and back sounds and how to properly use your pronouns, you know. So have fun while you're learning. Qila kastochla, hala kastochla, shachula nukunklus.